Kajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
I say, this is Johnny's place, where you can have it for no problem. I got the dollars.
Fixed income, no credit, bad credit. Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, that's no problem.
Let them have it.
I've got my dollars and I sit in my best offer.
We say yes. See the special man. The easiest man on YouTube.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem.
Hello, good morning and welcome on this Thursday morning. How is everybody doing this morning? Hello, good morning and welcome. And let's see who was first in the chat, and that was Stacy. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Yarn again. Hello, good morning and welcome. And there's Glammaz. Hello, good morning and welcome. And truly amazing. Hello, good morning and welcome. And there's Jennifer already dropping them links. Thank you very much, Jennifer, and welcome. Lisa, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And we'll go over the calendar real quick. Today's calendar of events are as follows. At 9:30 is Dawn's Southern Finds Dawn with live from the doghouse, and this week it is on Dawn's channel. Let's see. Stacy May W Cat2 goes on at 10. 11 o'clock is Rita the Buddha Chick. At 11:30 is Jackass Retro. At 12 o'clock noon is Dawn and Mary go live. That's two hip chicks. Then at 1 o'clock is Ella Saved Here First with guests. 4 o'clock is Dawn's channel with Miss Denise, which is Creative Creations by D, and Josie's Place. 5 o'clock is Victoria and Nana Tink with their live auction. 6 o'clock is Great Scott, where he does a whole daily show Monday through Friday, and it's always fun, and you win prizes, and you have fun in the chat. And then at 6:30 is Roy, Dust Not Included with Janine's. At 7 o'clock is the two Beardos, and I'm not sure whose channel it's on, but I think it's on Nettie Pie's channel, or it could be on Chuck's channel. So definitely check and see if you're subscribed to both of them. At 7 o'clock is Vintage Hippie. 8 o'clock is Miss Mary with the Ancestral Beginning. No, it's Nancy. I don't know why I keep thinking that. 8 o'clock is Caucasian Sasquatch. At 8 o'clock is also Old Time Jewels, Gems, and that's with Margie. I'm sorry, that's with Melissa. Old Time Gems and Antiques is Melissa. She goes on at 8. And then at 8 is also Scooter Renee LLC with her live auction. And then at 8:30 is Living My Best Life at 60. Today's topic is important tips. 9 o'clock is Southern Vintage. with Janine's. And the end of the night is Steph sells stuff by the seashore. So again, if you have not heard your channel name and you have a special event going on, please let me know by going to the community tab and making a post of a comment and let me know. I'll add you to the calendar. Hello, Hetty. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Doctors again this morning. Well, I hope everything goes well for you, Jennifer. Thank you. All right. So if you have thought about or thinking about and haven't done it yet on getting onto Poshmark, well, you've come to the right place because we got questions. You can answer them today. If you're thinking about it and you want to get some special questions you have answered, well, you've come to the right place because we have none other than Queen herself of Poshmark. Queen. She's laughing in the background, so I got to bring her back up already. I can't finish saying it. I love it when I start saying it and you start laughing. I can see
it
you.
Just cracks me up. That's so funny.
Well, those who are in the chat, of course, are those that are always here. Thank y'all so much for always being here. But yeah, if you have any questions, please make sure you do ask in the chat. You can either write it all in caps or just put Q question dash in my name and I'll be fine it at, and you can fill it in. So Glammaz, talk a little bit about yourself, promote your channel, and talk about a little bit about Poshmark.
Sure. If you don't know, guys, we had a classy crap auction last night that was clothing and accessories and jewelry, just all sorts of stuff. It was more sort of what you would sell, or I shouldn't say what you would sell, what I sell on Poshmark. So if you wanted to check that out this morning, more than welcome. There were a few lots that and a few items that were still available. So if you find something that you like, don't hesitate to hit us up. That's what we're here for. But it was myself, Johnny, and the two old guys vintage. It's really, really great deals. So we had a lot of fun that night. And I do classic crap auctions from time to time, about once every month, maybe once every 2 months. I will do a classic crap auction. And we just sell classic crap, honey. My channel is Glammaz Closet, and it's Glammaz. Glammaz Closet on YouTube and at Glammaz Shops a Lot on Poshmark right there. I sell on Poshmark, and I do have a Sunday brunch every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific. And we just talk about reselling in general and some just general things happening around the horn. So it's such a privilege to be here this morning. And thank you, and good morning to everybody. Good morning. Mwah.
And I'm surprised we're still awake this early, as late as we went off. And got
Oh, my
off
Lord have mercy.
last night.
Yes.
I'm getting too old for that, but that's all right. I did it.
Me too. Me too. I'm as good once as I ever was.
So, by the way, do you have anything planned coming up? I know you do your show on Saturday. No, Sunday. That's only
I do the show. Right? Yeah, on Saturday, this coming Saturday, guys, I'm actually going to be live in Great Britain. So it's on YouTube. I have some friends across the pond, Lindsay and Alvin. They are absolutely sweet, and they are drink and dive, dumpster diving UK. And they call me their special guest. So I will have some fun things happening there, because I'm gonna see if I can't talk them into calling boots boots.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot.
So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. But I think Glammaz got a little different something today that she's going to show us and do on the show today.
I do.
Again, I think one of the things that her and I were talking about that she was going to do, she asked me if it was okay, and I think it is a great idea, because if we are thinking about getting on the Poshmark, and these are some of the things that we're going to need to know anyway. So she's going to show us something that she wants to share with us on that with the listing. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, Johnny. You and I. Wait. That's okay, Johnny. You and I got a 16-hour show. We do?
16 hours.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's. I doubt if it's going to last that long, but on the 26th, if y'all not, I am Hoosiers co-host every Saturday. And on the 26th is the last. I was actually helping him last season with his final finale for the season. And that's how I became the co-host. And so I was volunteering and helping, and I now have that spot with him and a co-host with him. And then the 26th is going to be the last finale for this season 3. And so, yeah.
16 hours.
I don't
Wow.
think it's going to be that long because you work nights, so I don't think it's going to last that long, but we'll see. I know the last one he did was a pretty long one, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, wow.
I love being part of any other community. I love being part of a co-host with somebody because it helps. Because you don't realize unless you do this on a regular basis on how much goes on behind the scenes, you know. And then with the bingo that he does, I keep track of all that for him while he's doing all the buttons and slides and all that stuff on his side. I'm over here copying and pasting and typing in the little shiny list for who knows what they wanted and how they want it. So yeah,
that's a lot.
I enjoy it. So it is a lot for everybody who does our show. Now, like I said, I think it was yesterday. I was saying how much of a production it is, and it is. It's a production. So yeah, actually, last night's auction was awesome. Well, thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Oh, we had fun.
Yes. Oh, don't forget to tell her about the shipping.
Oh, Lisa, don't forget that you won free shipping on an item. So please let me know which seller and which item you'd like that free shipping on.
Yep. Michael. Hello. Good morning and welcome. And guess what? Yarn again. You just got gifted membership from Michael. You just never know when he's going to come in this chat and just gift away. You know, thank you so much. With a great, kind heart. Very generous, and thank you so much, Michael. Greatly appreciate. I don't want to take a picture of my face. Lord Jesus, turn that camera around.
Are you taking selfies?
I was showing somebody how to do a camera picture thing, and I forgot to turn it back around. Thank you so much, Michael. Greatly appreciate. You know what time it is? It is time for the morning cheer dance. Here we go. Let me have it, please. I got the dollar.
Let him have. You got the dollar? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
And thank you very much. And this is for you, Yarn again.
Attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Cajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you.
And I would love for anyone who sees if I miss while I was doing our show, Mona did what? I need to thank her because she became a member last night, sometime during the night.
Yay.
When I woke up this morning, it was in my but I don't know when and all that just said like 0. So she must have just did it during the night. So I need to thank her as well. So Glammaz, as we get started, I know you had a great idea. So talk a little bit about what you're going to do and the reason behind why you think you should do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's easier to. I'm a very visual person when it comes to learning.
Yes.
So it's one thing to be told a theory about something, but it's a whole nother thing entirely to actually go through step by step and watch somebody do it. Sometimes I feel like that's helpful for learning. And it may take some of the mystery out of posting on Poshmark. So what we're going to do this morning, we're actually going to step by step, we're going to list something together. So I'm going to list it's a bridal sort of nightgown set. And I think we're going to have, you know, it should be educational if not fun. But we're gonna list that together. So what I'm gonna do today is start on my phone with pictures that I've taken.
And I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. And if is anybody else having issues with the chat where when you go to type something, it gives you an extra set and error happen? That's been happening a lot this week. Yeah,
that's been happening to me too. I tried to go into a chat and drop a super chat, and it wouldn't let me, and it kept saying error, and then it would throw my stuff back out.
I just tried putting Jennifer's information in the chat. It wouldn't let me, so I had to do it. I had to wait for it to clear. So yeah, I finally got it. Yeah. What's up, John? Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, Denise. Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome. Just in time for the show and tell and step by step.
So because it's going to be, because my phone is a lot smaller than my laptop, what I'll probably do is create the draft on my phone. And then I will finish it up on my laptop so you can see what I use for like descriptions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my phone. That's my mom doing this.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, because my nephew Aunt Boo's son talked her into doing that. He's silly. Okay, so on my phone I have the little icon right here is my gallery. That's where I took pictures. So I'm going to click on that, and this shows all of my pictures. And this white set right here, it's kind of hard to see, but when I photograph a white thing, I do a blue background. It's a wedding set. It's a set of a nightgown and robe, and very, very cute. So back on here, and I've got my Poshmark app on my phone. And if you sell on Poshmark, just download the app on your phone like you do with YouTube, or not YouTube, well, YouTube and like eBay. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on my Poshmark app, and then ignore the Poshlens. Okay, and see at the bottom where it's got feed, shop, sell, news, and @glam. I'm hitting the sell button. All you do is hit the sell button and bada bing, and it says I have 2 drafts, and then it's got these little icons. So what I want to do is, since I want to take it from my the information from my gallery, I'm going to hit this little photo icon right here. And then I can go from my files, my photos, my gallery, my drive, and I'm just going to take it right from my gallery. Okay, and at the top, you'll see that I have that set, that white set. And so what I'm going to do is pick my best photos.
And usually, how many photos can you put on your listing?
You can put up to 16 photos on your listing.
Okay.
And I always include my measurement photos. And then one final photo where I think it's really cute. There we go. Okay, so I've got 16 photos that I've picked. And I just clicked on them with my finger. And then I hit done. There's the done button. And then it goes to the next thing where it's showing different photos. All the different photos are across the bottom. And this one says rotate. That's important in case you take your photo upside down or sideways. So this one is my favorite photo. I do love that one. So I'm going to hit the next button, and the next button is right up here.
So out of curiosity, with that picture, you don't crop it any closer. You just leave it in that as that picture.
I take my pictures already in square mode.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't normally crop them. I normally take like right at the edge of the camera,
Right.
so that they're just ready to go. Okay. So I get to select my cover shot from all of the shots on the bottom. So if I wanted to change to this cover shot, I could, and that would be my cover shot. Or if I wanted to change to the measurements that I show, I could. But I'm going to go back to the actual listing, and the one where it's got the robe and the nightgown underneath, and that'll be my cover shot. So, and then I hit next. And then it's got different filters. So it's got original, rich, chrome, mild. I really like the original picture that I took. So I'm just going to stick with that. But it'll show you, like if I go to rich, it'll show you the background is different. It's hard to see because this is kind of blasted out for color, but like that's chrome. I never put anything white in chrome because my God. But there's like sunset and like it just changes the colors on your stuff and the filters. Now I'm gonna go with the original.
Oh, Michael says yes, you can crop them if you need to.
You can crop them if you need to. I just don't. I take mine in square mode, and I recommend
that. My phone
strongly.
doesn't have that feature. That's all I was asking.
Yeah, I've got a. I don't know if you've got a Samsung, it should.
I'll have to research and see how to change it because right now it doesn't show me anything for square.
So now I've got my photos and my it says photos and video. You can actually include like up to a 30-second video. So if you've got something where you need to photograph it in the round, you can. Now it's got all of these little categories, and because the light is blowing it out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see where it says listing details and next, and it's got the photos. I'm gonna hit this button right here on my phone. And when I do that, watch what happens. It says
saving a draft.
Save draft or discard changes. So I'm going to save that draft. I just hit save draft and it says saved to my drafts. And then I'm going to open up my Poshmark on my laptop where I can actually see.
I like
now
that
you can finish
because even like with Mercari with Etsy and eBay, you can do that too, but you have to make sure you go and put save as draft or save for later. Because if you don't, you won't have your pictures and you got to start all over. So, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This one's like, are you sure you want to do this?
Hi, sisters. Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen.
They moved it to 9
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go up to sell on Poshmark right here. Do you see it underneath my little face icon?
Hold on. Let me change that. Take that banner off because we can't see behind that. There you go.
Okay. So up by my little face icon, it says sell on Poshmark. And I just click on that. And it'll pull up my drafts. So you can see that this is a duplicate draft because I wanted to be able to show you how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to click on this draft. And it pulls up that exact screen. So now you can see it's got like the clothing item, my measurements, my close-up on the material tags, the sizes, all of that. So what am I selling? I'm selling a Linnea Donatella bridal set.
And how many characters does that allow you to have in your title?
You know, I don't know. I've never gotten that far. They used to only do 20, but now they do like more than that.
There's no numbers next to the bottom of where you're typing out in the title?
Huh?
There's no numbers anywhere by the title box?
Not anymore. There used to be.
Okay.
So I've got Linnea Donatella white bridal set with nightie and robe in a size medium. So that is going to be my title. And then I click down to description. And here we go. White satin lace trimmed Linnea Donatella bridal nightie set.
And for those just coming in, we're doing a how to list starting on your phone as a draft and ending the listing on the computer. She's walking us step by step.
And then, so I've described what it is. Now I'm going to put the condition.
Michael says it's 50 characters for the standard title.
Very gently used condition, no issues. So if there are issues, always make sure and put them in. And then I'm going to put size medium. Robe is XL. Because the robe is actually an XL. And then I put so extra room on the robe. And I put that my measurements are listed in the photos. Now you can also actually type out the measurements. You can fill up the whole box of the description if you want. This one's really kind of easy peasy to do.
Right.
And then we're going to scroll down to category. So I select the category, and here are the categories: women, men, kids, home, pets, electronics. So I click on women, and then I click on intimates and sleepwear. And then I can actually even do this. I can actually do this subcategory if I want. And I'm going to go ahead and put chemises and slips.
Now with the subcategories, does it charge you extra for that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
In the quantity, I've got single item or multi-item. So if you have a multi-item listing, like if you have a listing where you've got a Carhartt shirt, but you've got 20 of them, make sure and put in multi-items. And then if you did multi-items, it would ask you for all the different sizes. So I'm going to click on single item for now. We'll do a multi-item listing at some point. And then the size, select the size. And in this particular one, I've got the standard size is going to be medium. So I just click on medium. And then it asks if it's new with tags. Does this item have tags attached? And I click on no, because it does not. And the brand is Linnea Donatella. And the color is white and cream. You can pick up to 2 colors. My problem with Poshmark is that they don't let you do a multicolor thing, which is awful. And then you can add optional style tags. So I'm going to add an optional style tag of wedding. And bridal. Let's see. Usually, oh, okay. And then bridal. And then satin. Okay, so the maximum number of tags is 3, but it helps when somebody's typing in a keyword. The original price, you can put the original price in, but I always put 0 unless it's a really expensive designer piece.
Uh-huh.
My listing price, Poshmark will have suggested price. Please always ignore that. My listing price, because it is a 2-piece set, my listing price is going to be $36. And then you have the option of including discounted shipping. I don't do that because it does that whenever we send out offers. And this will tell us what your earnings are when sold. So if I sell this at full price, then my earnings would be $28.80 after Poshmark fees.
Now let me ask you this, because I know we spoke about this in one of the previous shows. With the discounted shipping, if you were to select that, does it automatically show you how much less is going to be? Because don't they charge you extra for the your profits? Yeah,
if I click on excuse me. So if I click on discounted shipping, it'll be no discount, or I charge them when it says $5.95. That means what we're charging them. So it takes off of the standard $7 and something cents. And look how it changes my earnings. Okay,
that's what I want to find out.
Yeah, so I don't do discounted shipping in my listings. You're more than welcome to, and if it's something over $200, I that's when I do free shipping. But if it's just like a regular bread and butter item, I usually don't do a discount because you have to include a discount when you send out an offer anyway.
So my next question is, when you say you'll do a free shipping if it's over, say, 200. Now, does that come out of your profit, or can you use, like, say, for example, maybe go to Pirate Ship and do your information there and get that label and then put it into there, or you have to do it through Poshmark?
You have to do it through Poshmark. Poshmark only does priority mail, and they only do it through Poshmark. They get such an incredible discount that it's worth it. Excuse me.
That's awesome.
And then availability is either for sale or not for sale or drops. And if you drop, that means that you're anticipating it coming out on a certain date. Unless you've got something brand new that is from the manufacturer, it's really not worth doing drops, in my opinion. So I want this to be for sale. So we're there. We're good there. And then additional details private. Take a look at this one. And over here it says show details, so I'm going to click on that. So you can include your SKU, your cost of goods, and any other private information, and this will not be visible to your customer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So if you have an inventory system, you can put, like, let's say this is number 12A, I can type in 12A and my cost of goods was $3. And if I want to put, got from Goodwill or whatever, I can do all of that too. I'm going to hide the details now. And then, so we've got our listing is complete. It's everything that I wanted it to be. And now we're going to hit update. And update is how you get to the listing. Now you can share your listing to your networks to increase exposure and boost sales. If it's something really special, again, if it's something that's really, high end or designer, or I'm giving a great deal on it, I can share it to Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, My Story. Typically, I just list the item and then I'll share it later if it's something really special. So here is my share listing, and there's the white bridal set, and I click on list this item, and it's done. So now, if I look in my closet, there it is for sale.
That is so cool. Very quick and easy too.
Yeah, and the thing is that typically when I it's easier on camera to do this, but typically when I do a listing, I do it from my phone, and after about the first 3 listings, it goes so fast, guys, so fast.
I love the extra features that you can go ahead and put, because I love putting, like, and I like the 3 different ones, because with eBay, I do everything in the SKU. There's only one line. So I put, like, where I got it from, how much, in the SKU part. And I like that because then you can actually do everything in separate blocks. I like that. All right. So hello, good morning, and welcome. First time here, I believe. Yep. Is it Haley? Haley.
Hi, Haley.
Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Genie says, sometimes I use drop when I know I'm not going to be on the app on any certain day. Just something that I'm being listing every day helps me a lot of the algorithms. Yes, it does.
It does, Gene. Usually that's why I do drafts instead of drop, and that you can do it either way. If you do the drop, then it's going to be then all you have to do is click, a couple buttons. If you do the drafts, you have to click a couple more. And actually type in stuff. But I do it so much from my phone that even if I'm on, like, even if I know that I'm going to be away from the house for a couple of days, I still list from my phone. I do all my listings from my phone.
Right. Let's see here. Margie, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Michael says the nice part of all of that feature is listing is finding all of those in the platform when you share, when adding the items to your closet. Peddling Profits, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And you're welcome. I love seeing new people in the chat. How did you hear about the channel? Thank you. So one of the things I have to ask, and when it comes to, like you were saying, drop, and I'm assuming, and again, we shouldn't assume, but is that similar to scheduling your items to come out live? Okay.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, oh, the new shoes are going to drop soon, or the new iPhone's dropping tomorrow or something. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Now, when you do that, do they promote that as you're sharing your closet out as a feature coming out, or it then happens until you actually go live?
I'm not entirely sure what the question is.
But when you do that, just like you see these commercials, something coming out soon, be dropping August 1st. So when you do that, does it advertise for you when you share your closet? Is that going to be something that's going to be dropping soon by just like a teaser?
Yeah, they have like dropping soon things. They have it in the news feed too. And so it really, really, I think would help if you are if you don't list from your mobile phone. I think it's invaluable, and I think the beans are right. You know, you can schedule it, and it keeps that algorithm going.
Right.
I think that would be the most important thing.
I haven't tried it yet on any platforms because I think they have it. I know they have it on eBay, which I've never used. I think they do, but I haven't used it, so I don't know how that works. And if you have any questions having to do with Poshmark today, you've come to the right place. Today we want to get your answers, and as if you're just coming in and you go back and rewatch this video, you'll see that Glammaz did a one-on-one step showing you not only how to start it on your phone as a draft, but then going on your computer or laptop and actually finishing and adding it to your closet. Jeffrey says, I am not sure if I will be in the chat tomorrow morning. Well, hopefully everything goes well, Jeffrey, and you take it easy. Michael says, I love Poshmarks for selling board games.
Yeah.
It is the cheapest shipping option you can use for priority game box to ship.
That's right.
That is awesome. I need to get it started. I just got to figure out what I want to start. Now, when somebody does start, should they pick maybe a particular category to get started, or does it matter?
Nope, doesn't matter. Does not matter. If you're like, oh, look, I have makeup, click it. And you know, if you don't want to take 16 pictures, you do not have to take 16 pictures. I am extra in that way, and in many ways, I am extra, and so I take every single picture available to me. You don't have to do that.
Yeah,
you do not have to do that.
I'm like that with eBay. It says they went from 12 to 24. It's like, how in the hell am I gonna get 24 pictures out of one item? Sometimes I do get it sometimes, like, but
if you have a Lego Death Star, maybe. But like, I can't imagine like anything that's not like really super complicated. What in the world, 24 pictures? Yeah,
that's a lot. All right. So what I'm going to do is, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. I try to take as many pictures as I can too. Yeah. That's one of the things about it. They give it to you. Why not use it as much as you can, especially if you have the ability. And I like the idea too about a video, because I just uploaded yesterday my very first video on eBay, where they have the actual button like you showed us on Poshmark that you can do an upload. But the only thing I don't like about it is that you cannot upload it on your phone. You have to go through on the app on the computer, which was fine. I did it, but I think that was pretty cool to be able to have that. Tommy, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing, sir? Good to see you. But yeah, that's important. You do take as many as you can. Again, make sure it's all important pictures too. And I think where you get the most of it is when you're doing your clothing, right? Where you get those extra measurements and things like that to add to your photos.
Yes. I usually, like, I have a video about measuring things for selling beans. I use a white background and a blue background. I have a photo booth thing. So I have white backgrounds, blue backgrounds. If I'm taking pictures of something that's very light, like white or cream or ivory, or something that gets it just sort of blends into a white background, I usually will grab that blue background. You can use there are certain apps out there that you can use to take out the background color, but if you're selling something white or light or ivory, I strongly recommend that you would use a background color rather than a white background on those.
Yeah. Michael says that most of the items that are new with tags, I only take 2 to 4 pictures depending on the item, but I rarely do any clothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you can sell without having to take all the photos. What I'm doing is with clothing, people they always have follow-up questions. They always want to know the measurements. They always want to know what material it's made of. Is it a poly cotton mix? They always want to know that stuff. So I always take those pictures just so that I'm like, check the photos. So that way I don't have to, just play Q&A like 200 times a day.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed too. A lot of them don't read the description, so then you have to answer those. Yeah, because then you don't want to have an email come in and you don't answer it, because then you can get yourself dinged on your account.
Exactly.
Is that how Poshmark is too?
We don't really get. I don't know how to put that. We don't get dinged on our account for a question coming in and not answering. If I didn't want to answer any questions, I totally wouldn't have to. Poshmark's like, you do you, boo.
Love photo room for background removal.
I think that may be the one that that Becky Park uses. And Becky Park, guys, if you don't know, I would check out her channel. She's another one of those resellers on Poshmark that really knows her stuff.
Patrick! Hello, good morning, and welcome, sir.
Good morning, office.
How about saying hello, good morning to everyone? All right, this is the background removal I use. There you go, Genie.
Nice. Thank you, Michael. That's nice.
What you did, by the way, Glammaz. So yeah, you won one of the giveaways.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! I had to go. I had to get ready. I had to get ready for the auction, and my husband was finally home, and I had to make a lasagna to celebrate. But yeah. She gave 2 choices away, and so yeah. Yay! Thank you so much, Dawn.
All right, Genie says, I think these platforms have spice because if you accidentally leave any details out, someone is going to ask for it. Yes.
Girl, yes.
That's on the platform.
They're like, oh, do you have a side-to-side measurement on the waist? And I'm like, no. Next.
What's funny? It's funny though, because I had a listing, and in the listing I only had one size of a hat. I had multiples, but I had that one list with one size. Right. I still get emails. Do you have it in this size? Let me go check I'll be right back with you. I'll go ahead and check the listing to make sure. And then 9 times out of 10, it's just in my description. I only have one size. Sorry about that. It's like, really?
Just like, for those in the back.
Is this on?
Yeah, you're like, as I may have mentioned before.
Let's see. Michael says, I almost bought that purple clutch from Johnny just to say clutch the pearls.
Clutch the pearls. I was like, oh, I'm clutching so many pearls.
It was a great show last night too. So yeah, I had
fun.
I used photo room, but now use background removal for Vendu. Just wondering if any of those did. So wait, on Vendu interesting.
I didn't know they had a background remover on Vendu. That's interesting.
I didn't either. Because it seems to be coming back. Because I know for a while there was a lot of people not happy with Vendu.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's being pushed again. So they must have did their changes or updated their system, because it was not a good thing for a while. Do you have a YouTube channel that I can watch? Of course, Glammaz does.
Oh, I thought she was asking you. I'm like, yeah. No, I'm joking. Denise, I have a Glammaz Closet.
It's all, look, Jennifer's dropping it in the chat.
Thank you, Jennifer.
That's what my second monitor is. But also, if you need to get in touch with her, I do have her Poshmark, her Instagram, and her email, and her YouTube channel is in the description bar below, right towards the top of the description bar. So if you need to reach out to her, you want to check out her store, all that's in the description bar. Susie Woozy, hello, good morning and welcome. And Dana, when I get my Posh listings done, are you available to critique?
I can do a few. I don't have the time or the energy to do a whole closet, but yeah, absolutely. If you want to Margie, if you want to just chat through the first couple and just kind of get some background, you bet. Yeah, you bet.
Yes, when you look at the pictures, there is an option at the top to remove the background.
I'll be darned. I did not know this about Vendu.
Now, out of curiosity, does it actually look good?
Oh, didn't it?
Do that? Because I know with eBay, I don't like the way it highlights the picture where it looks like it's been thrown into a picture. I don't like that.
Denise was being a smart aleck. I'm
okay.
sorry. You caught me before I finished my second cup of coffee, Denise. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot.
Good morning, Ella. Don't forget, she goes live, I believe, at 10?
Yeah.
Nope, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock today. Let's see, Denise, I was being smart. Well, thank you for letting us know that, because I was like, huh, really?
I've actually done that before, though. I mean, you know, I'm always happy to help if I can.
Vendu has a multiple listing too.
Yeah.
Well, they've come a long way. Now I'm talking about like 3 or 4 years ago when they first started really pushing it. A lot of people were not happy with the service and the way it was doing, and it wasn't pulling their listings from another platform if it's sold. But it sounds like it's doing better now because a lot of people are starting to talk about it and promote it in their lives and their videos. They do look great. I know what you mean. eBay's. Yes, I do not like eBay's background removal, because then you got to sit there with this little paintbrush or whatever and trying to get it as close as you can around those items. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not a graphic artist. I can't draw a straight line anyway.
Right. But the hardest thing is when you're trying to do your mouse and you can't get right in their little areas to block out. I don't like that. So I don't use it. I mean, it depends on the item, but I have used it once or twice and I don't like it. So yeah, if you have any questions about Poshmark, please feel free to ask in the chat. Also, don't forget at 9:30, Dawn Southern Finds Dawn and Susie Woozy go live from the doghouse on Dawn's channel.
Who let the dogs out?
Every Thursday at 9:30. And please make sure you are subscribed to Dawn's Southern Finds Dawn, because starting tomorrow is her first show with the Deals of the Dawn on her channel.
Yay!
Show some love and support. She's already got all her guests lined up. She's been getting everything ready for tomorrow.
Johnny, I have to excuse myself for just a few seconds. I have to go blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Okay. I understand, Susie. Yep, you got a show in 10 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop some links again. And then if you'd like to come on and promote your channel or join us on the topic of the day, you're more than welcome to come on up. There's the link for Jennifer. I'm going to drop hers because she never drops her own links. There's her YouTube channel. Here is her Etsy store. And speaking of Etsy, don't forget tomorrow we do every Friday the Q&A all about Etsy, and that'll be tomorrow. I got a great topic to talk about of something that happened with me this week on Etsy. Let's see here. Of course, there's all of Jennifer's information, including buy her milkshake. And here is the link to the show. If you would like to come on and promote your channel, talk about anything about the topic of Poshmark today, you're more than welcome to. The link will be there momentarily at the top of the chat. I do ask that you leave your camera on so I can verify that it is you. Once I go to tell and announce that you're coming on the screen, you're more than welcome to take your camera off if you're one of those that don't like using your camera. Let's see. There is a lot. It is a lot better. I did Vendu before, and there were so many glitches. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I heard about that. And that's why I didn't go on it. That wasn't worth it, but seems to be fixing a lot of the problems. That's awesome, because I'm hearing a lot of people promoting it now.
Veronica Mitka uses the Vendu app, and she said it's much better than it was. Much better than it was. She tried it before, didn't like it. She's like you, Beans. She tried it before, it wasn't for her. It was too glitchy. There was too much going on, and then it seems like they've smoothed out a lot of those creases.
So for those who do use Vendu, do they take off say you're doing multiple platforms of an item, and then it sells on one of those items that you choose to pick the multiple platforms? Does it take it off the item of the other platforms that it did not sell on? I know that was one of their major issues.
Is a great question. Does anybody use Vendu in here?
I think Genie does, and I'm not sure who else. So if you use Vendu, does that work down where it does take it off of any other platforms? Like say you list one item on 3 different platforms through Vendu, and it sells on one of the three, does it take it off the other two? That's what I'm wondering. And I believe, do they even have a free version anymore?
Let's see. It looks like Denise, and I don't know if they have a free version because as far as I know, everybody that I know that uses it uses the paid version. So
okay.
So I don't know. I think they've changed it like they do to some other. I forget what the other platform was, but it was like basically the first 2 weeks or 10 days or something is free as a trial, and then you start getting billed. Which, just like a dealer, first one's free.
All right. Denise says, I have heard of Vendu automatically delist items when they sell. If it is paid, I have not used it. Okay. It is paid and I have not used it. Hello, Emily. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah. I've had a couple of different people talk to me about Vendu, and I honestly don't know is being my answer. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to cross post, if I'm ready for that level of business.
Now, this is the one I use.
Flip. Okay. Yeah.
I don't use it a lot, but I have started using it.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I do like about it, it is free, but also they just recently started adding it in different platforms. They're gradually adding more. And one of the things about Flip, I do have a referral in the description bar if you want to use it. But also it is where they automatically delete it from another platform. When I used it for the very first time and I listed some items, I sold an item through through the actual Flip, because I know I'll put it there, because I always do these little sticky notes to let me know I use Crosspost and what other platforms I use on. So when it sells, I go back and I check. And when that happened for the first few, I went back and checked for two things. If you have multiples, does it take that one off that listing, or does it take the whole listing off? I was just kind of with all kind of questions with that.
Yeah.
One of the things I've learned is that if you have, say, a multiple quantity of 6 and you sell one, it does take that one off your other listings. It does not remove the full listing until they're all sold, which that's one of the good things I like on the plus side. But also that they do remove it from the other platforms when it sells. Depending on how many platforms you have, you still want to go back and check them, because that's what I did the very first few sales. I went back immediately. Did it come out? Did they take it away? Did I have multiples? Did it only take that one? So yeah, you want to make sure you check and double check that just in case. But again, because it was something new to me, it worked. So I was very pleased.
I think that's what Genie said too in the chat. Yeah.
Vendu is free is 5 listings, 3 background removals. Okay.
That's how they get you.
Love it. Yes, I love it because it's free. Exactly. Well, good morning, Terry. Hello, good morning, welcome. And I didn't get a chance to get back to you yesterday because I had 3 different shows yesterday. And today I got to bring my little doggy to get her another round of shots. But I will be taking care of those emails this evening. I will reply to you and give you a date. Flip is great. I use it quite some time now. Yeah, I have 2. I still use it. Sharing. Yeah, and I haven't done much with it, but that was one of the things I want to mention too. With Poshmark, when they finally added Poshmark, they added it to where you can share your closet off for free through Flip. As long as you have it listed in Crosspost through Flip,
yeah,
they will share out your closet for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of like that idea.
It's free. So when you sign up, you get everything set up, and then you go to start cross-posting. You can do one of 2 things. You can go directly and say, okay, I want to cross-post, and you can pick what you want from whatever platform. Like say you're on eBay, and you want to put some of that stuff on Poshmark. You can go ahead and select like a category, and then take those items and transport them over to or import them into the Flip.
Oh.
When you do that, then you can pick it to what platform you want. But once you do that and you set it all up and say Poshmark, they will automatically give you those sharing for free. It's free. So
wow, you get the share bots. Nice.
Or you can go into Flip itself, list an item, do your listing, do your draft, do your listing, and then you can take from there and whatever platform you want it to go in once it's listed on Flip.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can do either or.
That seems like a good service.
And I do have a referral code in the description bar below.
Okay.
I love it because it's free, and there are some paid versions, but I haven't had any problems with them. So I really enjoy it, and I love the idea of the way they do take things off. And again, I like the idea because I hear so many people that are on Poshmark when they have to do their own, because you use a VA, correct?
Yes, I use Poshmark VA.
Yeah.
And that's
so
like
with that, you don't
$25
have
a
to worry
month.
about that. Yeah, and with
Yeah.
that, it's free with the service.
Mm.
Not yet. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm still waiting. I haven't got the note yet, because when they do, I want to do that as well and try that one. But they're supposed to. It was coming soon is the last thing I saw when I last seen it. I'll have to check Flip out. Thank you very much for the tip. Yes. Do you have to start with a certain platform? If you're wanting to sell, pick a platform that you think would be best for you. You have Poshmark, you have eBay, you have Etsy, you have Mercari. I know when I first started, I also used, and it's similar to like like Vendu, a cross-posting, is Bonanza, and that's free. And what I do is I'm just trying to get more eyes on products. So if you say, for example, you start on eBay or you start on Poshmark, whatever one, let's say you start on Poshmark and you get all your listings done, you have a specific category that you want to share out to another platform, you can use a cross-posting service for that, which is great, or you can do it manually. The only thing you got to remember that you're definitely doing your double work. If you're taking and listing on Poshmark and then you're going back and list it on eBay, make sure you write yourself a note with that item saying, I also have it listed on 1, 2 platforms or 3, whatever you choose. Because what's going to happen is once that sells and you don't remember, something happens and you forgot about it, and guess what? That item not only just sold on 1 platform, but if you turn around and the next day or 2 days later, you sell it on another platform and you can't find that item, eventually you're going to have to cancel that order because you don't have that product. So make sure you make yourself a note, put it with that item if you're doing multiple platforms, unless you're using some type of cross-posting. That is my opinion. I've learned that from the beginning. I want to make sure if I'm, because I usually use Etsy and eBay, or Mercari and Etsy. Combinations are Amazon and eBay. So I always make sure to write that note with that item so I don't forget to take it off the other one. If I'm not using the flip, which I do a lot with, I just started trying to get back into that as well and get more listings there.
I mean, it just makes sense to have more eyes on your product. I'm very laissez-faire when it comes to that. When it comes to my bottom line, I'm just like, nah, tra la 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 la.
Well, you know the thing about the, and I know everybody hears this a lot. When I was growing up, I heard it a lot. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
That's almost the same saying with that one. Now, I want to go back to this question. One of the things I do recommend, and this is my opinion, start with 1 platform first. Kind of get the do's and don'ts and get your feet wet and learn that platform. Then go to a second one when you know you're ready and you kind of have it out and you have some sales under your belt and you're ready to go to another platform. Then take that step. But when you're first starting out, if you've never done it before, pick one of the platforms that you think might be best for you, depending on the products that you're selling, because some platforms do better with certain products. That is my opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Genie. Let's see. We will use your affiliate. Well, thank you very much, Peddling Profits. So Flip is a cross-posting service.
Yep, it's a cross-posting service. It's like Vendu or something, yeah.
And like I was saying, you can either do one of 2 ways. You can go directly to Flip once you sign up and it's all free and you set it up. You can actually do your listings from Flip and then choose what platform you want it to go on, or just start with what you already have listed so you don't have to double your work and work smarter, not harder. Is take what you have already listed and pick what, maybe a category. Say you have sportswear. Click off and go to your listings and you check off into that platform what you have in your category, and then you can take those and import them into Flip. Once you do that, then you can take it from there and then share it out to whatever platform you want to add. So yeah, that's just one of the 2 ways. Either do it on Flip or import your items you already have and then share it out and add it to those other platforms. Services to start with eBay and then cross-post to others. And that's it depends on what platform you're more comfortable with. Some people do Poshmark and not any other platforms. I know when I first started, it took me about 6 to 8 months after doing eBay to go on to. Then I went to Etsy next. No, I went to Mercari next. And then after a while, I got used to that one, and I went to Etsy. Then after that, again, I did use the Bonanza, but that was just an easy import by store, and it was done. Everything one click and done. So let's see. Flip appears to be cross-post services, but not available in Canada. What? Well, that's not right.
He wants to know, is it available in Canada?
I'm not sure. You can try it and see. I'm not 100% sure. Renee, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? My Poshmark is flooded with live sales and silent shows. Have you used that feature?
It's interesting that you asked that, because today at 1 o'clock, no, I haven't used the feature yet. Today, I think Genie with MJ Beans actually has. Today at 1 o'clock, I'm getting a step-by-step tutorial. They sent out a thing where you could sign up for the Poshmark did, where you could sign up if you sell on Posh, you could sign up for an education course. So at 1 o'clock Central today, I'll be taking that online course about selling selling live on Posh. And I don't actually have a strong desire to sell live on Posh. I think it's more charming to sell in person on an auction. But that being said, I think it's in my best interest to at least try it once, and just so that I can report back and go, hey, everybody, this was my experience. And so, maybe this was like something weird that I didn't realize, that you had to, click this one button to get everything going or something like that.
And Helen says, I did Mercari first, so I'll always list there first, then cross-post manually. There you go. Yeah. But again, it's extra work. And if you can find a good cross-posting platform to use, then you get more eyes on your product. But I'm curious, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Susie, I'm curious too.
Give it to you or offer it to you? So when you automatically sell for Posh, they offer it to you?
Yeah, well, at the top of my news feed, and I'm not sure if they did that because I'm an ambassador or ambassador too, or if they did it for everybody. I don't know. But they're like, hey, you wanna learn how to sell live on Posh and blah 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 blah. And I just clicked on the thing, and then it took me to a link, Eventbrite link, and so I signed up for the class. And they have like ongoing, like a couple of times a month, I think they have different classes. So that one I'm excited to find out a little bit more information, because I want to give everything the benefit of the doubt and just try it.
All right, I'm not sure who this is, but somebody says happy birthday, Johnny.
Okay.
I believe this is your first time here, but you're blue. So did you change your screen name? And who are you? Things that make you go, Today's not my birthday. But thank you for being here. But it's not today.
That's what they think. They think it is your birthday.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, you're right about that. But that's why it's good to do that as well. Are the Posh shows live auctions or buy it now? Hello, Yvonne. Good question.
Okay, here's what I hear. From what I understand, they are buy it. They are not buy it now, live auctions. But I think it's one of those things. It's like Whatnot. They're going to compete with Whatnot. And I'm not 1,000% sure on that. I have to find out for sure by taking the course and doing my first auction.
Okay. Let's see here. No, this is not his first time. Yeah, I kind of figured that because he's blue. He or she, whoever they are. On the top of your Poshmark feed, it says post 4 community items for your chance to win $100. All right, Jennifer must know who this is because she's right along with it. You know me, Johnny. LOL, changed my avatar. And Jennifer says, it's been a while since he's been here. Okay. I will go ahead and try to figure it out if I can. Anywho. Good morning, E1377. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Good morning. So, yeah, I can't wait to report back to you guys next week and let you know what I learned and what my experience was.
That's right. And so you're doing that today at 1. Are you going to be able to, like, you going to take notes and stuff like that, and then they're going to help you schedule it?
I'm hoping, yeah. I'm hoping, but, you know, it's a wait and see for me. I got to wait for somebody. Somebody needs to tell me, okay, you go this way, and I will go that way.
Jen knows what's going on. Well, thank you for being here. And it's like a mystery, and I love mysteries, and I'm going to solve it one day. Let's see. E1377, always good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you today. Doing fine this morning. Awesome. All right, so it's getting to that time. The numbers are going down, but also Dawn Southern Finds Dawn's just started her live. So let's go ahead and raid Dawn Southern Finds Dawn's live show with Susie Woozy live in the doghouse. That's right, raid. So definitely check her out and go support her as well. And I believe Stacey May W. Catitude is also live. Yes, she went live at 10. So thank y'all very much again. We do this every Thursday. Be on the lookout for some of those videos where I've been taking and downloading them from the morning show and then condensing them only into the Q&A questions up an upload. So if you want to check that out, I do have it in a podcast, YouTube podcast list or playlist. But they're also in playlists down below in the playlist section of this video. And if you have any questions or any particular questions that you would want to get answered, you can always email myself or Glammaz, and we can make that another topic for the next show. You can always get that all ready for you on the next week. I'm a fellow who makes candles. Wait.
I'm a fellow who makes candles from my earwax. Oh. Shrek?
Shrek. Johnny, I found out how to switch my camera when I was doing a live. Yeah, I showed you how to do it yesterday on the live when you came on. Jeffrey, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Always remember to check out the video and come back and watch it. If you do have any questions, please make sure you leave those comments below. LOL. So with that being said, like I said before in each and every show, if you would like to come on after the show's over, you're more than welcome to. But as I say, always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear? I think I know who you are now.